Welcome to Control. Welcome back, actually. This is Agent 26. I did say I would be coming back to Control at some point. I just really wanted to play Jedi Fallen Order and absolutely no regrets. But I did leave off in playing this, so I did want to go back to it because I did have a lot of fun with this game as well. Now, I'm probably going to be rusty as all freaking hell, so expect me to die a load of times. Trying to remember the last thing that we had done before I had left the last time. I also don't know how long of a stream this is going to be. I had a little bit of a vacation from work. Today's my last day of it, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it all. Or not play it all, rather. Play for too long, too late, or anything like that. But we will do what we can, as is what we do. Firebreak. Subdue the Benikoff TV object of power. Brother's Keeper. What is the... Oh god, I'm gonna have to remember how all my controls work. Do I not have weapons set up? Do I have nothing set up? What the heck's happening here? Why do I have nothing set up? What happened? Kill enemies without dying. Okay, yeah. Did I not do that before? I guess I didn't. Well, this seems to be the... Yeah, this seems to be like the main mission, so let's do the sides. But let's figure out exactly what weapons I'm going to be using. Obviously the grip, right? Because that's the one that I can do the most with. Ammo refund, chance on a hit. What are you? I think we need to do that. And I'm definitely doing that. And I think out of the two, I preferred you. So, definitely choosing that. Health. Seize speed. Health recovery. Memory serves, that was a problem of mine. So, let's work out with that for now. I have no idea what happened with all this stuff. Something to explore for later on. It looks smaller than it should be. Seriously, what the hell happened? Construct charge. Upgrade shatter. Construct pierce. Huh. That's rather affordable, actually. Okay, okay. Let's be simple now. Let's test out this gun here. I imagine that that's going to be a thing. Sure. Interesting. Good to know for future stuff. So, how do I get to where I want to go? How do I map? So, what was... I forgot that I can move while I have the map gone. That's something I have to remember. I have to remember so many things. Missions. Was that here? Yes. Yes, it was. Hello. Hello, hello, what are you? Oh, thought. You know, thinking about it, I probably should have just waited to construct the upgrade the piercer before I even knew how it freaking worked. Such an idiot sometimes. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, so that's shield. Just trying to remember how things work. It has to be through here. It's on this end. Yeah. Oh.
Only if you can reboot the cell door protocols without manually accessing them.
Sir, we are not capable of completing that task.
Is the TV back in its box yet? No rush or anything, it's just, you know, an ongoing concern.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I think I've talked to him on all of that stuff.
Always.
Where is, at this point now, not here, up this button.
Get it? 69.
Right, I forgot how much this place terrified me. I'm bringing my boy. Yeah, that's something I really didn't want to have to deal with again. I can't pull on the cord anymore. Definitely all enemies. Shite. I don't remember how anything works. I don't remember. Okay. I thought they were enemies. What's this?
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Excuse me. What's this? Yeah, that wasn't ominous at all. Anything in here that was worthy of my time? Probably stuff I've already explored. I'm sorry, everybody. Like, I've been trying to, recall exactly what I've already done. It's 4th floor, and we're on floor 1, is it? Is that what I'm getting? Oh God, I scared myself. I need to remember how the goddamn controls. Come on, pop your head out. Pop your little freaking head out. Where? Where was that? Come on, stop hiding on me. Alright. That's you dealt with. Okay. By the sound of that, Okay, so I do have 5th level security. Cool. I'll be taking that. Ooh, charge blast boost. For some time now, there's been a steady increase in the annual number of AWEs in the Bureau's response to. Between 2010 and 2015, we responded to blank AWEs. For comparison, note that we only responded to blank between 1995 and 2005. Is this rise a result of blank improvement in our detection procedures, or perhaps simply a coincidence? We cannot say for sure, which is why this proposal for an AWE task force has been to be created within the hierarchy of the investigation sector has been compiled. We need to spend more time examining what causes AWEs rather than just containing them. That makes sense. I'm all for that type of thing. Who?
Someone needs help over there.
Over where?
Sounds like there's a man down.
Where? Where did you hear that? I barely heard that. I read it more than heard it.
I'm here. What happened to you?
I got in a little scrap. Name's Horowitz.
Is he gonna be okay?
Don't look at me like that. I'm fine. But Wells is still in there. You gotta get him out.
Who's Wells?
My squad mate. We were hunting a runaway altered item. We followed it down into the clocks.
The clocks.
A threshold. The Bureau sealed it up years back because of all the clocks. We followed the altered item inside, but the way it was acting, we weren't ready. Me and Wells were the only ones to make it to the
Excuse me.
He was right behind me, but he never showed up on this side.
I'll go find him. But first, you need to get to a medic.
Wells is the medic. Please, you gotta get him out of there. I'll be fine, really. Roop can patch me up later.
Fine. But I'll be back for you.
I damn well hope so. Just use the motel cord there. It should get you into the clocks. Sorry, the threshold.
Can this door be opened? Yeah, we'll activate it. I mean, we're right here, so... First things first, I'm gonna walk into here. Don't mind me. This place has been through some hell. Rate of fire boost. Ooh, I could use that on the, on the spin. Oh, Jesus. Ocean view. So I'm back. It's not letting me open that door. Okay. New puzzle to solve. Okay. So that clock has to be converted to... What is that saying? 340, looks like, almost. Am I supposed to leave when I'm happy? No. Says the time it's supposed to. So, guess I'm happy there. And now it's supposed to say 6:55. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. That hit the time it's supposed to. Now it's supposed to say 10:05. I waited too long. And I recognize that. Okay. So I mean, I did it. Now what? Oh. Key to the black triangle. But where is he? Where's the guy? Is this the sealed...
This Wells guy can't be far.
This has to be the sealed threshold area. So... I'm hearing weird ass sounds.
Those must be the clocks he was talking about.
It's a lot of fucking clocks. Ah. Oh. Yes, we're here. Taste pain, assholes. Let's cleanse this area. Jeez. Man, I forgot how much this game freaks me out, and I love every second of it. Also forgotten how fragile everything is. Okay. So I mean, let's find the missing medic. There you are. Nope. There's a clearance level 9? How big is this fucking game? Like, seriously? I think I'm only clearance level 5 or 6 maybe.
Shit.
Hello,
Are you
Wells.
Wells? Your friend asked me to come looking for you.
That must be Horowitz. Glad he got out. I stayed back to help the others. Did a shit job of it, clearly.
You tried. That's enough. Horowitz needs your help now. How do we get out of here?
We should head back through the threshold. We can look for other survivors as we go.
We better hurry. Which way?
Just follow the blood. Let's go.
Okay. Oh. Do you have a higher... You're about to tell me that you have a higher clearance level than me, don't you? I'm calling that bull to the shit right now, my friend. Don't you know who I am?
What's
I'm the
with the
freaking
clocks?
president.
Threshold effect. This used to be a regular office wing before the threshold manifested. The forces at play in there got a hold of someone's old clock and started duplicating it. Now the office is abandoned and its clock's all the way down.
Damn it, you better be alive. The hell are you shooting at up here? Alright, hold on, let me figure out how to get there. Oh! Jackass!
Think you can find a way around?
Let me see.
Yeah, I was working on it, Wells. Ah. Why couldn't I find him before?
So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. The power of that thing had. I've never seen anything like it.
Hold on. Don't mind me, I just want to read some lore. Let's see. The Jasper Post Box. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona, after communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. Excuse me. 4 of the 5 dispatched agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, the agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public away from the site. Excuse me. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along with the truck's route to Arizona from New York City. Interesting. I love how deep this lore is. I really do.
Thanks. That's O'Neill. Shit. No one else got help.
Sorry to hear about your friends. Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted. One down. Suck. Yeah, but you better not be killable. First off, I want that. Secondly, give me you. Get out of here with that nonsense. Stairs. Well. Well, Wells. That was fantastic and horrifying. I never want to do that again that kind of way. While we're here, we're going to explore. We're going to loot. Because I'm getting shit out of this. Including law. Refrigerator supplement. Interview. Arctic Queen. Okay. Can you tell us why you left your building that day? I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. Knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was drawing at the table when I left, had his crayons out, happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back, started digging. City workers found Mikey later, beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Tons of bricks lay on it, and those drawings are still there. How did that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident. Why? It still had his drawings. God must have kept them safe for a reason, right? I had to get home from work and stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell your fridge with your son's drawings still on it? They'd gotten stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off those magnets. But maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. What's my fridge gotta do with the building collapse anyhow? Interesting. So, mother died. Or not mother, the son had died and the mother kept the... Is there anything of use around here anywhere? I highly doubt it, but I'm going to just check anyways.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item, Horowitz ordered a retreat. We got out, but Hiss were waiting for us. I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
I'm the medic. It's my job.
Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalog every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status. I had to count every bolt, nut, and piece of unconnected metal. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. Guy had not had a good day. Okay.
We're not far now.
Which means there's another fight. Holy hell. Well, you're going to become a confidant at this point. You're going to be seeing me through some shit. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going there, Wells. You have your friend to save, and... I can't see. I can't see. What happened? Am I dead? It sounds like I'm dead. Pay attention to my surroundings. I couldn't see. How can I protect... God damn. Swear I'm not sick, but Jesus. But Jesus. Well, that was fun.
Let's go.
Okay. What else did I pick up? Okay. Pretty good, all things considered, but I'm gonna keep what I got. Bathroom area. What the hell? Just another bathroom area. Well, I don't know what any of the point of that was, but... Wait. door for now. So when we fought the guys here, they seem to be gone. Okay. It's a lot better than last time. Let's make sure the other thing happens a lot better as well.
Come on. The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
Well, then you won't mind me if I try to get some more stuff then. Okay. Well. Mannequin supplement? The item was last owned by Madame Blanc, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she reclothing to Blanc, Maine for reasons unknown. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent Blanc. After her death, caused by Blanc, the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized from various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. Waste mannequin. Interesting. This place gets so interesting to me. Okay. Where the hell are we trying to go? Here?
Let's go.
Not too far off. He really isn't.
Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
Shit.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no.
Well, shit. It's a lot harder than I expected. Okay. Okay. I make plan now. I'ma hit him where it hurts. Honestly, what I think I'm gonna do, rearrange some of those things I have set up. And I'm going to do this. Pressing the wrong button. It's like a curse. I'm constantly going to be pressing the wrong button. Anything else here that was interesting? There was. It was you. Ooh. Projectile choke. Well, I am curious of what you do. I'm currently busy with this problem.
Let's go. Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
Tell me something's wrong with him.
Horowitz. Oh, God, no. This motherfucker's cooking!
Come on. Gotcha. Gotcha now, you son of a
I should talk to
bitch.
Wells. Make sure he's okay.
I'm sure he's absolutely not. After we just had to kill his friend.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it.
Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna... Where's this? Excuse me. Yeah, that honestly seems to be a priority. Keep it like this for now. It's got some explosive damage, that's pretty nice. Let's use a control point to get to where I need to go. Huh. I also have this. Shield strength. Okay, let's get to where we need to go. That should be a fine spot. Okay, so this is where we last left off. Now, how do we get to the sealed threshold? Right, we have to get up through these clocks. try that again. Wasn't about to have you come after me like that. There are a lot of fucking clocks.
This is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
Sealed threshold account. Threshold with effect blank manifested in containment sector. In the middle of blank department. Simultaneously, numerous appeared in the area. Clocks. Injuring and killing many blank. After rescue operations were completed in blank, Rangers were sent to discover the threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of blank made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of the blank blank as a result of blank, or as blank when introduced to more stable blank. What the hell? I'm the damn director. Stop concealing this shit from me.
Great. More clocks.
Place just loves clocks. The big ass safe room. Whoops. I didn't even know that there was an eternal nothingness over there. I remember all the controls. That's my problem right now. Probably hit start, see if there's a thing. If there's any controls that I'm forgetting. Oh, god damn it. My apologies, everyone. I'm just curious to see if there's any controls I'm missing. Evade. Jump, levitate. Well, I currently can't levitate. So that's out of the question. At least I don't have to fight all those bastards again.
This is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside. Great.
More clocks.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to be able to get in there until I get the levitate ability. That's my now newfound understanding. That's fine, that's great, that's wonderful, fan-freaking-tastic. If that's the case, let's get back to this. Excuse-moi. I did notice that it did say first floor, so I was wondering if I was even doing the right thing the last time. Take a look over at the elevator and find out. This is first floor. You want to get to fourth floor. So how do I do that again? Ah, here we are.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
We'll find out. Why? Hi. So that's a thing. And I'm prepared to deal with that thing. So be prepared for a nice weapon. Unlike you've ever seen before.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Oh. That's a refrigerator.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God! Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shift replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn. I can't, I'm sorry. There's an emergency. I'll come back, I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Okay, after Dylan has been found. the hell? Get out of here with that. Glad to know you're on my side. Always glad to know that the... Shit. Wasn't expecting you to pull that as a thing. You, my friend, either need a medic or put on a or use a goddamn first aid kit, goddammit. Yeah, that can't be good.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Well. So, about all this then. What are you doing? You stop doing that. Oh, I don't like this at all. This whole place just turned upside down. What the hell? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm dealing with you pricks even here? What the hell? It's gonna make me fight them all. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Piercer, no. Shatter, yes. Fuck you! God damn it. I'm not making this easy on me, I'm gonna tell you that much right now. Never did. Okay. Yep, so where are we? Where?
of security.
Oh,
This team
boy.
doesn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, but I don't stand a chance against you. Me. Yep.
Okay, the TV. Another object of power going nuts.
Here we go again.
Yep. First things first. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the blank. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the ship. The crew blanked by throwing a tin bucket which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Blank rescued the 4 surviving crew. Agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor. As agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor, they noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. The contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by the Blank to the U.S. port of Blank. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought into the Bureau via the Blank. Hold on, one last thing. I get everything first. Okay, ready for the hellscape that this is going to become. Holy shit. Use a TV babysitter? Levitate superhero over the obstacle? Ooh. Shit. Did I lose points from that? God damn it, I didn't even realize that was happening. So many things I've forgotten. But I'm learning how to fly. The hell? Get out of here. That's right. APB static. Our broadcast will survive. What? There was flashes. I don't know what I don't know what was saying.
Okay, dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
You can also fly. Just want to point that out. That's fucking awesome. I don't know what the hell this story is. For all of these stories, to be frank. You must be the sphere. No, you're a balloon. You're different. What's your story? I'm so curious to know all, like, what all these are, what they do, what their story is. Crowbar. Is that the Joker's crowbar?
Dylan.
so close.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if your priorities are not straight here, Jesse. I mean, we're dealing with like a really big situation, and the only thing that you're thinking about now, I get it, you've been thinking about Dylan for a long time, but let's get this straight. He's killing a lot of people, possibly. There's a lot of death happening here. And whether or not that's Dylan's fault, not necessarily the problem here.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Pope?
Jesse.
Pope. That's familiar. Why is that familiar? Do I have clearance? I do not.
Are you there, Jesse?
Oh,
Emily?
yeah.
He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us.
What?
He just walked in. He
What?
says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way.
That's
We
something.
need to get back. I have to see my brother.
Hold on, guys. We're just going to be a minute. I just need to take a quick break. One moment. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's get back to going. Ooh, that was trippy. Dylan faded observation. Ooh, oh. Breakfast is brought, gets out of bed, uses toilet, returns to bed. Asks for television to be turned on, staff do so. Lunch is brought, breakfast removed, eats lunch, uses toilet, begins talking to self. Recording speech is not possible due to noise from television. Becomes upset, throws lunch tray at glass. Sedated, crew clean the cell. Television turned off. Comes to, asks for television to be turned off. Staff refuse. Sleeps. Television privileges refused due to hostile behavior. Well, there's something here that needs to be handled. So, I'm going to be the director on this part and not be Jesse Faden. And I'm going to handle this problem. Or was this the cell? Oh, right. That's disturbing. Yeah. Jesse, I'm starting to think that you need to get your priorities straightened and away from the crazy brother. I have a feeling he has a little teeny tiny bit of a grudge against the Bureau, as you do. Completely understandable. But I think his is the kind that kills people. It's over here anyways. Again? Nothing? Open the fucking door. To get to the use this to get ourselves, well, first of all, hello, you. Okay, I want that. Ooh. can definitely use that, because I launch things like crazy. Because I'm using the Force, Luke. Alright, let's get to the executive area. I have the worst vibes coming from this guy. I haven't even met him and I'm having like the worst vibes. Oh, I'm back. Hey gang, I'm back.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in a made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find him for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay hiss.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Oh my god, did she have to write everything in a made-up gibberish code? Fucking Marshall, your CIA spy shit, god.
What's this? Okay. There's the boardroom. Alright.
Resonance emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the Hiss signal I can arrange. But how did Darling create?
So, a couple things to go on first. Timeline of events. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in his behavior, establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communications between bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. The other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer: how did the Hiss get past internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world, a cross-dimensional destination, or fall to blame for full report? And what is this? Speech analysis. We understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance. Then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express the resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences in the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss are referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here? Or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. Refer to blank to full report. No, that definitely makes sense to me.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
¿Dónde está?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother?
Oh
or
boy.
is he?
Oh boy.
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
You know, I would, but like, currently, Jesse not thinking straight. Tim is, Agent is, whatever. But Jesse, definitely not. Okay. Anyone to speak to? Nope. Just you.
Happiness comes, that burns the yellow and red in the eye. You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the way. You've always been a near you. You walk as control. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, you are a
Okay.
worm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you
yellow
hear
and
me?
red in the eye. Through a
Come
mirror
on,
inverted
Dylan. I'm here.
by the door.
I found you.
Surface into the way. You've always been in your youth. You walk as control.
Do you know who I am? You know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do
Yep.
you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The Hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to be
stop
true.
that? Please? Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It
I imagine
feels
so.
good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good.
What the fuck?
Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunder's home distorts you.
Is there more that I can talk to him about?
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden.
What the fuck?
But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunder's home.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Wow. We can talk later. Okay. Hey, Emily Pope, we should really talk about containment. Containment.
How are you doing, Jesse? It can't be easy seeing Dylan like this. I'm fine. What can you tell me? Is he still...
human? Or is he his?
I've taken numerous tissue samples and have tests running as we speak, but from the initial data, he looks healthy. I only see corruption in a superficial way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is all new, but if he's like you, maybe Polaris is preventing total Hiss takeover. Or maybe this is just a new form of Hiss. We've already seen how it affects people in different ways.
Dylan told me he let the Hiss in. Does that change anything?
Voluntary conversion. I mean, hypothetically, that could affect the mental state post-corruption, as well as the extent of biological alteration. But again, this is new territory for me. I'll need time.
You won't have it. I'm gonna shut down the slide projector. That's how the Hiss are getting in. Once I close it, this should all be over.
Jesse, we don't know how this works. If you sever their connection to the source, it could cause a terminal chain reaction. Every Hiss-corrupted individual dead.
Better that than what Dylan is now.
I'm shutting it down. This has to end. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay, just let me know how I can help.
Thank you, Emily.
Hey, I might have had questions. Come on. Alright. Anything
Hi,
pop up
Jesse.
for her?
I've been
These
seeing
are
these
new.
Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. Hey, he's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling hid his work from. Marshall? Trench?
Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely Hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious.
No shit.
No, interestingly, the words of the Hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is want. The next most common are through and time. That's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track.
I mean, I'm finding it
Strangely,
interesting.
his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other Hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right?
I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but
No shit.
for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier. I like the sound of that.
I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
Just like I got mad powers and I know it and love it. Okay. So as much as I would love nothing more than to do that nonsense, I am interested in holy crap. Well, not looking forward to that. let's clear out these side missions. Okay, let's go. Loading, loading, loading. Okay. So, what I want to do now is I want to get down to there.
Keeping my eyes open. We ain't out of the woods yet.
I'm doing the wrong thing. So at this point, I think I'm trying to get to janitor's office. Okay. I think I'm in the wrong spot. We'll find out. Hey. Janitor's office.
I should find the others.
Well, they proved to be dangerous. Wasn't expecting that to come out of nowhere. Hey, Audie. You ready to talk to me, you creepy old bastard? Where the fuck did you go? The hell's this? What a mess. Talk to the
They are
plants.
very good listeners. You can tell them anything. Or you can sing to them. They like that.
Okay. Clear the mold.
You need to scrub that clean or there goes my reputation and honor. And then the good won't swing.
Okay, yeah, sure. Now let's first handle the clog. Yeah. Let's first handle that bit of the mess. That bit of the problem. How do I have to go for that shit? Oh, is this that thing I don't know where to find? I remember those dolls. How horrifying they are. Nope, that's not the button. So... I don't know how to get there. It's the thing that's driving me crazy. It's this area, but in what freaking capacity? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to find this thing. I'm wondering if now that I have access to these abilities, if there's something you maybe say up on the wall or something that I just didn't have access to get to. Not that. Pressing the wrong freaking button. I don't get it. Once again, I have no idea how to find that. Indicating where it is he? Try central research. Should have read a little bit more into that. Central research.
Talk to the plants.
Oh, well.
Small talk was never really my strong suit. At least they can't talk back. You know what, since we're already here, I think I know where I have to go in order to do that mission, but let's talk to the plants. That's what I need to speak to.
Where do I go to talk to the plants? The plants are here. Just go on the top floor or something? Like, what the hell am I doing? Well, that was an unexpected pain in the ass. Finally, a plant to talk to.
I hope your day has been productive, little plant. That really works, huh?
Huh. That's interesting. So I basically need to find plants like that. What's this?
Constantly changing labyrinth.
What?
Can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
What? What? I mean, I'm gonna. Is there any information about what I'm getting myself into? Any at all? What is this? Whoa. Oh, this is trippy. Wait. Oh no! Oh. Yep, I'm in it now. Whether I want to be or not. What the hell? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. This. Dude, that's fucking freaky. Okay, let's handle the plants first, and then I can dive head first into that crazy nonsense of awesome. Just wanna get the mission done with, and then we can go from there. Simple as that. Done with this? Screw you, Did everyone just blow up? Sure, fine. What the fuck ever. So I'm literally looking for dying looking plants, okay? Like this one.
I hope those nasty hiss haven't been bothering you too much.
The fact that that's working is strange as balls. But I love it. What the hell?
Intentionally this bad. Maybe he's trying to test our code breaking skills.
We're not testing your code breaking anything. We're trying to survive. Freaking interdimensional goddamn invasion. What's this all about? Synchronicity is a phenomena long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined on purpose, or in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder as a result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce blank behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History might not remember our names, but God himself will. Okay. Interesting. Well, first of all, is there any plants in this area? What's in here? I'm sure I've been through here, but I want to just double check. Yes, I have. Okay. Moving on. Right, because that's exactly what I wanted to do. Jackasses. Okay. What's this? What the fuck?
It's done. It's just one large-scale HRA. It's an easy choice, no choice. It's there now. Protecting the most important thing. From what's coming. I'll be there inside. Ready to be blown away. Ready for the journey. To be bold flying into the bottom. Ready to see. To understand.
What the fuck? What the hell? Was that Darling's final transmission? Is there anything else here? Dear Dr. Darling, I feel I must inform you of the very questionable documentation I'm seeing from Underhill's desk. She clearly has no concept of what the mold is. She claims there are microorganisms responsible for constructing the mold. Ridiculous. It's a rapidly growing fungus not dissimilar to kudzu. She's fabricating complexity just to justify her absurd budget demands. Speaking of which, I find it interesting that an old friend of yours gets her budget approved with no questions asked. I wonder if Operations Oversight Committee would be interested to learn of that. Yours in estimation, Dr. Abraham Lewis. You know, I'm just going to say screw you to Abraham Lewis. Too dangerous. Too dangerous. I do not have a way of combating that bullshit yet. Plants here need talking to? Nope.
wish my leaves were as pretty as yours.
What leaves? Oh yeah. Let's get funky with it. Okay. Why is it in such a particular area? There are so many freaking plants here. Weird.
Do you have a family? I have a brother. I miss him a lot.
Okay. Oh man, this game is so crazy. This game's like, do you want to know what it's like to be tripping balls but have it be a conspiracy theory? Play this game. Is this still central? I think there's, what, 2 left that I have to find? I think I found one.
They say I'm the director, but what does that mean? I have no experience in leadership roles. I have no on-the-job training.
I mean, you're doing pretty good, all things considered.
Your chlorophyll really brings out the green in your leaves. That's all of them. But I kind of wish there were more. They're good listeners.
Oh, man. I maxed out on these. Time to start selling. Deconstructing, rather. Clearance sale. Everything must go. Okay. So that mission is done. What's next? I am hoping to finally containment medical wing. Oh, wait. That wasn't the mission I wanted to do here. The pit. Okay. What sort of madness is this gonna get me into? Alright.
Careful in there, man. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Cool, where is Underhill? Oh, fuck! Well, I just got sniped. I couldn't see with all the red. Okay, Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. This time with some fucking feeling.
Careful in there, man. Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
Excuse me, are you British?
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take
Wonderful.
a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
You are such a bitch.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
And it sounds like he's done just that on the last frickin' thing.
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
Just gonna go ahead and walk away
Thanks
now.
for the information.
And now I know what the fuck those are.
My pleasure. I'll get back to more important things.
Okay. Type A. Grows near fresh corpses. Grows near toilets.
It smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
Oh. Well, that explains why that...
Those people?
No sign of type A.
Looks like a good one.
Oh shit. Man. Okay. The feeling. Excuse me. Fuck. Okay. Where were we?
Found one.
Finding all the ones except for the one I thought I was gonna see first. Thank you, Christ. Okay.
This must be one of the samples.
Okay. So I now need near television and near toilets. Restrooms are down here. Okay. Okay, that was easy enough. I don't get it. That was supposed to lead me to the restroom. Where's the restroom? Am I supposed to go up here?
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
I mean, technically speaking, you shouldn't even have to do this. I mean, you're the fucking director, but what the fuck? Wow, that respawn was fast. They came back double. Completely caught me off guard.
This looks like a good one.
What's this?
That's all 5 samples.
Oh god.
I should get these back to Underhill.
There's a third. When the Goslin doesn't come up behind me. What the fuck?
Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well. But accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
That was disturbing. Where?
You look like a woman with mood for me.
No fucking kidding. Fuck do you say? Mold threshold. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to blank construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these are blank, are original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I've ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Okay. What the hell is this? Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Blank contains some glaring omissions that I feel must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the blank is creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into blank. Yes, admittedly this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau's lost its eagerness for a challenge. Shit, Lord. Bit too crazed about all this. Underhill checking in. Hello, Rhea. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also wanted to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive, but I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. Always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. Interesting.
I found all 5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold, or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold, or fungus, because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Didn't meet any more members of my ranger detail.
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores.
Feel like I should ask to see her credentials.
There. That didn't take too long now, did it? Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to.
Great idea, Jesse.
Still gonna do it.
Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
Excuse me.
Thanks for the information.
My pleasure. This work won't finish itself.
The hell am I getting into over here? Traverse all this shit again? Fucking barely managed to survive last time. Fuck. Oh. Nope. Really pisses me off when I can't see any fucking thing. Well, at least I'm not too far away.
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
thought that was a thing.
The further I go, the worse it smells.
Jesus. These things remind me of clickers from Last of Us. Not the biggest fan of them, to be honest. Where? I know the safe zone. Oops. I hate this pit. I hate this pit so much. one knows where I am. Just a matter of fire. Fucking hell.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, whatever. Still in the threshold. Ollie's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what you find now?
Okay. I'm just going deeper and deeper into this health pit.
Is that the source? It's kind of pretty.
What the fuck are... So, that's a nightmare. That's straight up nightmare fuel. That's straight up, I don't want any of that. It's difficult enough as it is because I feel as though, excuse me, I feel as though I'm not ready for this. Like, I'm a little bit ahead in the game on that. So I'm gonna go ahead, do what I feel is the smart thing, and I'm gonna stay away from all that nonsense. At least for now. In the meantime, I am getting myself more energy. I plan on getting myself more health. But I'm gone. What was another thing that I could do? I mean, I think I'm going to be done for the day, because we did a lot and I think I'm good. Yeah, you know what? Let's ask about the jukebox token. That way we'll end off at the Central Executive. Perfect place to stop. Hell, you know what? I might even talk to Dylan one more time just to get a little bit more of the creep factor. Because, dear God, this game is like a horror action adventure. Fucking freaky ass game.
She have to write everything in a made-up Jewish code. Fucking Marshall with her CIA spy shit.
I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation? That sounds ominous.
Why does it send you there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. But no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation for maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the Hiss arrived. Come to think of it, the song should have brought back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
We'll talk about that later.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
They're endangering us by bringing a Hiss in. The trench was still around.
God, that mold was nightmare fuel. Alright, time for more nightmare fuel. The creepy ass brother. Who's totally not the main villain of the story.
Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please.
Dylan? Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
Another one?
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, And it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something.
What?
And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
Let's just walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Close that door. You need like 40 more. I think you're gonna need like 10 more of you guys. Just in case. Creepy dude.
What can I help with?
Is there anything about
Hi,
Underhill? I can't remember. Nope.
I should be going. Don't let me hold you up.
Alright, so I'm gonna say that that is it. We played a little bit longer than I was expecting, honestly, but you know, we did a lot of stuff. We found Dylan, for freak's sakes. Went about roughly as well as I expected. Ooh. Alright, one last thing, and then we will call it a day. Television proposal. Based on the success of America Overnight, we would like to propose the creation of a television series presents superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment in order to popularize these concepts among civilian population and create less resistance to redirecting information regarding public paranormal events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranormal concepts on civilian audiences, seeing as how they react to certain facts presented as fiction in the events that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various known licenses that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now. Interesting. That's an interesting one. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to say that is it. That is everything. We are on the verge. We're going to be clearing out these side missions before we get to the main portion of the story, the Fates of the Enemy. Because I want to explore as much of this place as I can, because like the lore, the everything around it is just so fascinating. There's so much stuff. But anyways, that is all the time that I have for today. Thank you very much. I apologize for clearing my throat all the time. It's just been, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me today. But thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.